So finally, all our pressure, our consistent push to get justice for Mohbad, we have looked at several angles. We have pressed and we have demanded. Talk about the mystery surrounding the demise of Mohbad. Talk about paternity, and that has to do with motive. Why is Wunmi holding on to Liam, not availing the little boy for a DNA test? If not that we pressed and pushed, I don't think we'll get to where we are right now. Yes, we have gotten to a point. We have gotten to a point because right now, the king that has been fingered in this mystery, it seems all of those strong head, as it is called, it seems it has been crushed because we stood our ground. We said, no, we are not going to allow this to slide. We are not going to allow this wickedness. We are not going to allow this injustice. Well, I want you to stay put to the end. Do not miss any of this. Sit back because it is going to be a roller coaster. Yes, it's going to be a roller coaster. Still on justice for Mohbad. It is no longer business as usual. We said no, and no is no. Why? Because if we do not set an example, if we do not, it will be business as usual. Anyone can buy anybody and care less about it. Anyone can just present a child and say, hey, what's the big deal about it? A child is a child. Children are blessings from God. Regardless, it doesn't matter where these children are gotten from. They don't even mind if later in the future it becomes an embarrassment. They don't mind later if the real father of this child surfaces after you have endlessly taken care of this child and you expect this kid to mind you and to take care of you too, and you just realize that you cannot give blood or certain things to that child. I think a lot of people don't understand this. They don't. Even now, if you adopt a child, the law states that you must still have that medical records or whoever it is that are the original parents of this child, unless they cannot find at all, then it's a different case. But that's not what we want to dwell on. We want to dwell on the latest that is happening right now. Yes, the latest that is happening right now. I want you guys to pay attention. Yes, from the beginning till the end. This is deep. This is unbelievable. This is unbelievable. I have said it several times, countless times, that the wicked can never go unpunished. Wunmi is the one that brought this upon everyone that is involved. Be it Obaile Gushi, be it whoever. Wunmi is the one that brought this mess. It is quite unfortunate that Mohbad became the sacrificial lamb. He became the sacrificial lamb. He was the one that was used to spread the foundation of this evil, of this wickedness, of this disaster. But I'm not going to waste your time further. Please pay attention. Don't forget to like and share. Do not forget to tap on the subscribe button. Let's get right into it.
Obaleki. Ewa rí pé wọ́n tarnish image yín, wọ́n defame character yín. What is the best thing for you to do? Do a disclaimer. It doesn't cost you anything. It doesn't cost you anything. Make a disclaimer. I don't know anything about that boy. I have no relationship about that girl. But saw. Àwọn òrìṣà Lẹ́kì wọn lè jẹ́ kẹ́ sọ. Tó lè mọ̀ pé tẹ́ bá sọ, ọkàn yín ò lè balẹ̀, your mind no go touch ground because ẹ̀jẹ̀ ń bẹ. Ẹ̀jẹ̀ inú àpò yẹn. Bó tẹ̀ jẹ́ pé jọ́tẹ̀ ń jẹ́ náà ń yọ bọ̀rọ̀bọ̀rọ̀ ni, ọwọ́ lẹ fi dì mú síbẹ̀, ẹ̀jẹ̀ ń bẹ. Ẹ̀jẹ̀ ń bẹ. Ẹ lè sọ. Ẹ lè sọ. Èyí tẹ́ fi ń lọ bá Múnísìbánirẹ́. Tó ń fún wọn lẹ́tà ikú kiri, lẹ́tà tó máa pa kiri. Ẹ ṣe ní kó bá yín ṣe disclaimer, kò ní ìdíkẹ́ yín bọ́ta ṣe. Ẹ kàn sọ fún Muniz, can you write this letter for me? A disclaimer. I have not. Ṣebí Wunmi sọ pé wo rí yín rí ìgbà tí Abu Ebe béèrè. Abu Ebe said, and I quote, mo béèrè lọ́wọ́ ẹ pé ẹ má gbọ́ Abu Ebe ní mo bèrè lọ́wọ́ ẹ pé ṣó ti rí ọba yẹn rí àbó ti rí Sam Larry rí ó no sọ pé òun ò rí wọn rí olórí burúkú Wunmi very manipulated girl àjẹ́ olóbò òṣèré olóbò kanji dààmú olóbò dáìpà àwọn tó ti rí ó wá ń dìnnà ìpò òun ò rí wọn rí Abu Ebe tí ò rí Abu Ebe ló wá ránṣọ mọ́ mo ti rí yín rí Abu Ebe sọ pé èmi ò rí ẹ rí tó bá dẹ̀ rí mi rí ìwọ ló máa mọ̀ mí èmi ò mọ̀ ẹ́ orí íńtánẹ́ẹ̀tì dẹ̀ ló ti máa mọ̀ mí máa pè ẹ̀ fún yín a máa débẹ̀. Bàbá ọba lọ́la tó wà lọ́wọ́ ẹ̀ àti Sam Larry ó deny àwọn yẹn ó lóun ò rí wọn rí Abu Ebe tí ò rí rí ló ṣà ń lẹ́ṣọ mọ́ mo ti rí yín rẹ̀ gbọ́n mi Abu Ebe ó jára wẹ̀ lẹ́sẹ̀kẹsẹ̀ ó ní o ò mọ̀ mí mo rí ẹ rí tó bá dẹ̀ yẹ pé orí mi rí orí social media ló ti rí mi tó bá jẹ́ pé ó ṣú ọ̀fọ́ba Lẹ́kì tó bá jẹ́ pé ó ṣú ọ̀fọ́ba Lẹ́kì àbí kò yé yín ipò wọn ò rí ọmọ yẹn rí kí ló dé tó ń take time láti disclaim kí ló dé tó ń take time láti disclaim wà láìtàláì tó wọn bá tiẹ̀ wá lè disclaim kálẹ̀ mi ni olórí I respect you you are somebody I love so much even without this olórí burúkú ọmọ olóṣì tó da gbogbo Nàìjíríà rú yìí because ó mú òótọ́ nǹkan tó pa Mohbad láì pé ó ti sọ nǹkan tó pa Mohbad fún wa àní débi báyìí before all this case you are somebody I respect so much olórí if I were you talk to him tell him to do a disclaimer on Wunmi tell him to do a disclaimer but instead of him to do a disclaimer ó ń pín lẹ́tà kiri mo ń retí lẹ́tà mi o mo ń retí lẹ́tà mi Bíbélì ní tí wọ́n bá ṣe rere ara kí ó ra yá o tẹ́ ẹ̀ bá ti lọ fokó lọ Wunmi tẹ́ ẹ̀ bá ti fokó lọ Wunmi tẹ́ ti jẹ́nu òbò tán ti tutọ́ sí tí Mohbad ti tutọ́ sí ajẹ́kùn Mohbad tẹ́ ẹ̀ bá ti fokó síbẹ̀ rí kí lẹ̀ ń sáré kiri fún àwọn tó kówó jẹ gan tán gbówó tán ba Nàìjíríà jẹ wọn fi ń tápòlù wa wọn bàbá ti bẹ̀ tán ojoojúmọ́ ló máa ń bú gbogbo àwọn olórí Nàìjíríà bàbá ti bẹ̀ tán ojoojúmọ́ ló máa ń bú wọn ló máa sọ gbogbo ẹ̀ àtẹ̀tí bàbá rí àtẹ̀tí dáàdì mi ò rí gbogbo ẹ̀ ló ń sọ ta ni bàbá ńlá bàbá ẹni tó fún petition ọbẹ̀lẹ́kẹ̀ egg roll ẹlẹ́kẹ̀ puff puff ok ẹ̀yin kọ́lẹ̀ lórí adé ẹ disclaim tàbá máa sọ sí yìí ẹ mọ̀ kan tó máa sọ ọba ò kí ń disclaim a máa ń kọ́ ọmọ olùbọ́ ni táyà ọba bí ìyá láyé ẹ̀dá bọ́tà kò sọ pé wọ́n ló ní ó lè sọ ìtorí ẹ̀ ló ṣe ń pín lẹ́tà olórí burúkú kiri ṣé èmi jọ ẹni tí lẹ́tà wọn ni mo ń bọ̀ Naija kò sí bàbá ńlá ya láyà yín mo tún sọ kò sí bàbá ńlá ya yín tó máa stop me I am unstoppable Ọlọ́run ló rán mi iṣẹ́ bí a tó bá jẹ́ mi mọ́ ya mi ẹ lè rí mi mú I will come to that Nigeria tí má lè ṣe ń kúrò Manchester ni máa ṣe fídíò Ọlọ́run ò ní pa gbogbo wa ojú yín lè máa fi rí mi live and direct I fear no one mi ti ẹ̀ pera mi lioness mọ́ I'm a fearless lion kọ́kọ́ wá wọn sí mi I want you to do your worst let's go to court let's go ó ṣàrí ọba Ọọ̀ni of Ifẹ̀ ó náwó court ó lè ná ìgbà yẹn kó tó bá dó wọn tán 100,000 ní highest tó máa ń fún wọn 50,000 100,000 bó ṣe máa ń fún wọn ni èmi mẹ́ntò ń dó mo mẹ́ntò dó dáadáa mi nǹkan fẹ́ máa dárúkọ ni kí n má kà sí ọmọ lọ́mọ tọ́rọ ọmọ yẹn ti má rí nsìn highest tó máa ń fún wọn 100,000 ni ọba yín tí gbogbo yín wò yẹn tẹ́ máa ní fine boy ṣẹ́kẹ̀ pọ̀fupọ̀fù yẹn náà ẹ̀kẹ́ egro fine boy wọn náwó ẹ̀yin lẹ tún máa ná fún wọn ṣe bá rọ̀rẹ́ ẹ̀ náà tọ́lọ́mọ yẹn yẹn ń fẹ́ ìbá owó ọmọ méjì tó ń san fún ọlọ́mọ yẹn yẹn ṣáì benefit ọmọ méjì tó ń san fún bó tẹ̀ jẹ́ pé 6 ló bí òun ló tún ná fún ọ̀rẹ́ ọba tẹ́ bá dó wọn 50,000 ni ó wá pọ̀ ju 100,000 ó lè ná adé ọba bàbá orí adé ẹjẹ lọ court ẹlẹ́kẹ̀ egg roll Ayeke puff puff. Èmi náà mọ̀ pé mo nice. Èmi náà mọ̀ pé mo nice. Ẹ má worry. Èmi náà mọ̀ pé mo nice. Ẹ má worry. Èmi ò ṣàpò. Àpò ni bára. Àpò ni bára tó wá ń tọrọ court. Tó bá gbé mi lọ court. Wàláì bí ṣe bá débẹ̀ ni. Mi need kí n gba lawyer Ọlọ́run mi ní náà kankan. Bí ṣe máa débẹ̀ ni. Ẹnu mi ni máa fi lọ sọ̀rọ̀. Tẹ́lá lè bá mi rí bí tí ìyá Mohbad ti sọ interview yẹn. Ṣé gbogbo yín rántí pé ìyá Mohbad ń sọ̀rọ̀? Ó ń tẹnumọ́ ọjọ́ Monday. Ó lọ́jọ́ Monday ni Mohbad kú. But bàbá sọ pé Tuesday. Ṣé bẹ̀ pé ìyá Mohbad ti wà ń bẹ̀? Ìyá Mohbad ti rí òkú. Ṣé gbogbo yín rántí kó tó lọ pé bàbá Mohbad ìtorí ẹ̀ ni ò ṣe wọlé. Bí ìwà ṣe rántí pé sọ pé òun ò wọlé. Irọ́ dẹ̀ ló pa pé òun ò wọlé. Ṣé rántí pé àbúrò ẹ̀ sọ pé àǹtí mi ìgbà tí mo rí aṣọ ẹ̀jẹ̀ mo béèrè lọ́wọ́ yín gan pé kí ló fa ẹ̀jẹ̀ nínú báwo lẹ̀jẹ̀ ṣe pọ̀ tó nínú aṣọ yìí. But ìyá Mohbad wá parọ́ fún wa pé òun ò wọlé. Ìyá Mohbad ti rí kú ọmọ ẹ̀ ó ti gbà sára because bó ṣe lọ rí òkú yẹn Wunmi ti promise ẹ̀ ní heaven and earth. Ọwọ́ ẹ̀ṣẹ̀ ní kó lọ mú bàbá wá sorry kó lọ sọ fún bàbá but òun pé bàbá wá ní. Wọ́n wá ní ìgbà tó wá rí pé bàbá tó sọ pé wọn ò bá òun sọ̀rọ̀. Ó lóun kàn ń gbọ́ conversation wọn. Ó lóun ń gbọ́ conversation wọn. Bó ṣe ń bá ọ̀ ní kó gbé fóònù fún bàbá. Ìyá Mohbad gangan ló sọ fún pé kó sọ fún bàbá kó padà. Bàbá ló wò padà. Ìpara ń fòun. Ẹ̀yin apọkọjáre group. Àníkẹ́ wò mí kẹ́ jí sọ̀rọ̀. Ṣẹ́rí, èmi ò ń ṣe lébi o. Ọ̀dọ́ wa ká tó jẹun o. Ẹ̀yin olóṣì. Wọ́n ní fọ̀rẹ́ ẹ̀wọ̀n mi kí n sọ èèyàn tó máa jẹ́. Bàyẹ́ pé Ṣẹpẹtẹ́rì ló lead síwájú. Ṣẹpẹtẹ́rì awo yíyan. Ayé òfògo fọ́lọ́run. Ṣẹpẹtẹ́rì leads. Ṣẹpẹtẹ́rì wà níwájú. Àwọn olórí burúkú wọ́n wá follow ẹ̀. Ṣé lè rí? Now, ẹ lè rí màá ka nǹkan tó wà ńbẹ̀ fún yín. Ṣé mọ̀ pé Wunmi jẹ́ kó yé wa pé ọjọ́ Monday ni. Ọba Lẹ́kì stop flagging. Ọba Lẹ́kì àtàṣànà stop flagging. Àṣà sọ̀rọ̀ ẹ mọ́. Ọ̀rẹ́ mo yín padà bọ̀ lórí ọ̀rẹ́ jẹ́ ń sọ nǹkan tí mo fẹ́ kó sọ ṣe ò ti gbọ́. Ẹ jẹ́ kí n ka nǹkan tó wà ńbẹ̀ fún yín. Ṣé ń gbọ́? Linda Ìkejì ló gbé nígbà tí Mohbad kú. Wunmi ló update. Ṣé ń gbọ́? Now. Ìjọ tí Wunmi fi update yìí sí, it was 14:39, 39 minutes past 2 ló kọ update yẹn. Ẹ gbọ́ nǹkan tó kọ. Ó sọ pé this nigga died few minutes after I posted his son's 5-month birthday. Aráyé ẹ gbà mí. Wọ́n á gba ìdébi tó kún ẹ̀mí ẹ̀ máa fi jáwọ́ mi. Ṣé gbà bẹ́ẹ̀ dáhùn mo máa post ẹ̀ kẹ́rí dáadáa. Ó ní this nigga died few minutes after I posted his son's 5-month birthday. Aráyé ẹ gbà mí. Òun ni mò ń kà ṣe tiri. Màá gbé sí picture kí gbogbo yín rí. Now kí mo wá fẹ́ fàyàn bẹ̀. Ó sọ pé this nigga died few minutes after I posted his son's 5-month birthday. Few minutes ló pé o. Ìgbà tá bá lọ wo orí kíní yẹn. Yesterday yẹn wá jẹ́ Monday. Kò yé yín. Tuesday ló gbé kíní sí. Kò yé yín. Tuesday ló gbé update sí wípé few minutes tóun gbé update ọmọ yìí sí ni Mohbad kú. But unfortunately ṣe pé onírò kì í rántí. Ó ti gbàgbé ṣe pé mo sọ pé dark spam nìkan ló wà lọ́pọlọ ẹ̀. Kò sí nǹkan tó wà lọ́pọlọ ẹ̀ ju spam lọ. Now, ó ti gbàgbé ipe kíní yẹn yesterday ló show photo ọmọ yẹn ṣe pé tá bá ya photo gbà mí. Ó máa ń kọ. Ó ti yé yín. Àná ló gbé photo ọmọ yìí sí. But ìgbà tó máa update only few minutes lọ́jọ́ yẹn. But kíní yẹn lọ show wa pé yesterday. Ṣé ń rí mi? Ṣé ń rí? Nǹkan tí prime boy sọ lọ́sàn-án ní ìgbà tó ń ṣe fídíò. Òun ni picture yẹn ni. Máa update gbogbo yín máa rí. Ṣé get nǹkan tí mo sọ ṣá? Ẹ bá mi comment tí àlàyé mi bá yé yín. Ẹ bá mi comment. Ṣé àlàyé yẹn yé yín àbí kò yé yín? Ṣé mo pé òun update ìjọ tí Mohbad kú ló update ìjọ tó sọ pé ó kú ṣé ń gbọ́ which was Tuesday but unfortunately Monday only few minutes níjọ Tuesday yẹn ni Mohbad kú sorry tóun gbé fọ́tò yìí ṣé ó yẹ yín ṣá ṣé nǹkan tí mo sọ yẹ yín God bless you ìjọ Tuesday ló gbé fọ́tò yìí sí only few minutes tí Mohbad kú but yesterday ló wá lọ show mbẹ so ẹ bá wa béèrè lọ́wọ́ Wunmi ṣé Monday ni Mohbad kú àbí Tuesday.
Where should we start from? Where are we going to start from on this? Where are we going to start from? So our guest said that Oba Elegushi, rather than issuing a disclaimer that states that he has no business as a father and he has no business with Wunmi. Now, let us even look at some of the petition and also the disclaimer that is supposed to be part of the so-called petition. Now, when I read the petition, that is petitioning bloggers, petitioning speakers, petitioning analysts, petitioning whoever it is that they could find to petition. When I read it, it was posted on Sahara Reporters. The king simply said that, not directly through his media personality, his media rep, he said he has no business to do with Ilerioluwa Promise Aloba, aka Mohbad, who passed away, and that he doesn't have anything to do with the lady called his wife called Cynthia Omowumi Adebanjo Aloba. Now, it is okay for him to say that. At first, I felt okay if he's saying this that he doesn't have any business to do with Cynthia, then it can never have anything to do with the child. Or is it that the king does not want to join issues with the paternity of a thing? Like, why should I be dragged into this mess? For what reason? Why? This is an embarrassment. This is an insult to me as a person. No, I will not accept this. I will not agree. Maybe that is the reason. But the proper thing the king should have done, either through media rep or directly on his page or the official letterhead of his kingdom, whatever it is that if he wishes that should be done. What people are waiting to confirm is the paternity part of it, because they know that once a man is a Yoruba man, he is a titled man, he's a king, and if you say a child does not belong to you and you make it public, official, those that understand culture and tradition and conscience might not even allow him say so. I cannot understand the part of Wunmi and the king at the beginning. But later, we started getting the dots shaping up, giving us something to look at. People came with this narrative. They said it was Sam Larry, who is Obelegushi's boy. He was one of the tax collector or toll collector at the beach. And since the king is rich and he has become a king now, he can't go around like he does before, looking for babes, as it is called, looking for women, looking for ladies. He needs someone who understands his office, his status. He needs someone who can consistently supply him with what he likes. Now, you might be wondering, what do I mean? The wife of the king, the first wife of the king that we know, Sekinat, on BBC Yoruba, said some things that are very deep. The picture that she painted is that the king is the king of women. So, if Obelegushi is now attached to Wunmi, People will not doubt it. Some people said, what kind of rubbish is that? Wunmi, that dirty girl. What would the king do with such a girl? I said the king is middle age and Wunmi is still young. So young girls will always appeal to middle-aged men, older men. It's as simple as ABC. So will the king rub shoulders with Wunmi? Well, I've given you just one reason. And also, I've given you the second reason that the king cannot access women like he does before. It's not just possible for him. He's a public figure. He can't go around doing those things that he does before. It's not possible. He can't go around chasing women. Women have to be brought to him. You see? So what will Sam Larry do for the king? You can't give money to the king. He already put you where you get money to bring to him already. So what do you want to bring apart from women? That is the only thing that you can present to the king. One night stand, weekend break, side chick, side plate, side end, side dish. Those are the things that you can give to the king. Then people now, made it more meaningful. Let me put it that way. They established it and made it more visible by looking at the inability of the king to have a male child till now. And they said because the king can't, maybe the oracles had maybe advised the king somehow, told him that a child is going to come, but when this child comes, you cannot accept this child into the palace and you cannot announce the child as yours. You cannot even give your surname to this child because if you do, the child will die. Because the king had a boy, a little baby, that died in the palace. The child came from his second wife, a woman from the northern part of Nigeria. So this is how this story all came together. Then I looked at it all because there are no visible evidence. And who knows, maybe one or two people know about it. One or two people know about it because there is nothing hidden under this earth. There will always be someone, something that will be aware of it somehow. And if you do it secretly, maybe one day someone will find out about it. So they came up with this. We don't know. But I felt uncomfortable in all of this. Why? Number one, because Mohbad is not alive. Mohbad is not here. And it is justice for Mohbad that we are concerned about. That's the focus of it all. If not for motive, and also that Wunmi is hell-bent on grabbing, harvesting, taking what does not belong to her, using a child that does not belong to Mohbad. Because if that child belongs to Mohbad, she would have done this. DNA will not be part of what we'll be talking about. Paternity will be the least that we'll be talking about. It will be the least of our worries. And conscience will not even allow Wunmi stay this long without getting DNA done. So I blamed Wunmi for everything. I said, this girl, you're a terrible person. You are the one that caused this headache. You are the one that caused this problem. It is you, Wunmi. You are the one that put the king in this mess. If the king is innocent, you are the one that put the king in this mess. The king is supposed to deal with you personally for robbing his name, his throne, the stool of his fathers, rubbing it in the mud, for spreading his name all over social media this way. It is you, Wunmi. You are the author of this disaster. That Cynthia, Adebanjo Cynthia, you are the one. You are the one. Several names have been given to you. You are the one that caused it for the king. You caused the headache of the king. Now, let us go to the other part of Wunmi's write-up. I mean, what he wrote on social media, what he posted on social media, that got a lot of people believing that Mohbad had passed away earlier, and the nurse that has not been allowed to come to speak. If you look at the duration, look at the dates, look at everything, things are not just matching up. The nurse was said to have been alerted about it on Monday. They said the nurse had come early in the morning on Tuesday. That's what we were told. That's what we've been told. The mother of the nurse said the same thing that my daughter said. On Monday, I was contacted But I told them, or was it Sunday? She was contacted and she said, I'm on the way, or Monday, in between, maybe in the midnight of Sunday/Monday. And when she got back home, she got back late. She had to sleep. When she woke up in the morning, questions were asked. Can you send me a picture? And then she eventually came over. This is what we were told. But Mohbad's mother keeps repeating that day that connects with what Wunmi wrote. So people went on social media and picked what Wunmi wrote, because Wunmi didn't know that this was going to be this, that she lost her nigger, lost Mohbad few minutes after announcing the little boy Liam's half birthday. That is 6-month birthday. I don't know people do 6-month birthday, but maybe she just thought, let's do 6-month birthday, half of the year before the other one. I don't know. Or she felt, let's do it now because this guy will buy before the 1 year. I don't know. So she had posted this. People screenshotted it. They kept it. And they used this, asking questions. Now, we are doing all of this. This is what the police are supposed to do. The police are supposed to have invited Wunmi, invited everyone, confiscated all their mobile phones to find out this that we are saying. Till today, Wunmi is in charge of Mohbad's phone. Till today, Wunmi is in charge of Mohbad's phone. Does she have the password to it? I don't know. I don't know. But that's what Mohbad's father said. That Wunmi is with the mobile phone of Mohbad. This should be what the police they are supposed to work on it. But we cannot trust the police. We cannot trust the DNA and Autopsy Department of Lagos State. We cannot trust them. They cannot be trusted. The pathologist came out to speak at the coroner inquest. He said what he has to say. We connected it to what the commissioner for communication and strategy said. We realized that there is no autopsy or toxicology. No specimen of Mohbad was sent abroad. No USA, no Pennsylvania, nowhere. No Atlanta, no Colorado, no nothing. Because I'm kind of thinking they will come up to say, no, sorry, it was not Pennsylvania. It is New York. It is not New York. It is California. No, it's not California. It was actually sent to London, United Kingdom. No, it was sent to Spain. No, it was sent to, I don't know. They might start coming up with lies. Because that is what the commissioner said when he was contacted. He said that he's going to get back, that he needs to go and find out again, because that is what he was told. Liars. We will remain firm, will remain focused on this justice for Mohbad. We'll continue to press, because if we had not been focused, if we had not pressed, if we had not continued in this justice for Mohbad, by now everything would have been swept under the carpet, and we would have raised or encouraged or given strength to this new strain of wicked women. And maybe some men will join. This is not about gender now. I hope you guys understand. This strain of women, they are like virus, bacteria that we are going to they will begin to grow. These are the type of women that will say, what is the big deal? Many of them are like that. We saw one of them on TVC. We've seen some of them. They are like, Mohbad's father is meant to suffer. Like he should not demand for DNA. Like he should not fight for. I'm kind of wondering, like, how can this world be this wicked? This man lost his son. Do you know what it takes to raise a son to that age? A child that will not return back again. And they are like, forget about it. Like what the TVC lady was saying, the one that covered her face, her head everywhere in this kind of hot, covered everywhere, covered her brain too. Like, I don't understand. These are the type of women, they're all over the place. Forget it. Like, I don't understand how humanity has become this. Forget it. Since Mohbad accepted the child as his own, how do you know Mohbad accepted the child as his? How? The guy was fighting it. Is it because he didn't announce it on social media? He was fighting it among his friends. And we got to hear it also from people that are there that this was part of their argument. So how did he accept? The child is 6 months. So what do you expect him to do? To break the legs of the child before you guys know that there is something? The child is 6 months. Don't say this child is 2 years and 3 years. This child is 6 months. Within that time frame, Mohbad was conflicting Wunmi on that particular subject. What and who? Those are the questions. What did you do? Who is the father of this child? Conflict. They said, forget it. It's part of it's part of it. He accepted it. What is this rubbish? So because someone accepted a lie means that now that he's no longer alive, the lie cannot be revisited. It is complex, so it has to be revisited. I don't know what you guys think of this one. Drop a comment, like and share. See you in the next update.